Welcome, Pacific Northwest Conference family. It is so good to be with you today. And
Yes,
I am with Pastor Ian Cheng of the Seattle Chinese Covenant Church. So, welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
We are excited to be celebrating with you and our spirits your fifth anniversary. So happy anniversary. I was doing the math and you started in 2020. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Tell me a little bit about the start.
The star is the continuation of the vision I received from God. I think God gave me a very clear vision is to start another congregation on the east side. My previous church with the Taiwanese is on the Seattle side.
Okay.
And I got a vision to start a new congregation on the east side because I see the population of Chinese growing rapidly, particularly Bellevue. I remember God gave me a picture. There's a big light on the Bellevue city center, and it with a lot of small light around it. To me, it's like a church has to be in the Bellevue city center to be faithful to God's calling for me to start a new church at Bellevue side. I was praying, where should I partner with? I sent a question to him, asking, is there a possibility to partner with God for Covenant? And he immediately replied to me saying, this is his prayer for years to start a Chinese church in Seattle. We have our grand opening service on February. And amazing, just not even one Sunday, just 6 days after our grand opening, the COVID strike, and the
Oh,
church has to be closed. It's a journey to experience God's miracle.
so you grew during COVID using online church?
Yes, we try our best to do online church because this is a new church. People are all new to each other. We don't know each other.
Right,
Okay,
right.
that's a challenge. And second thing is we experience a church growth on our first year. So I have a group of people I don't even know.
Right.
All along, I think God placed something in people's hearts saying that we need a church here in Bellevue City Center. The reason I do this church plant.
Mhm.
I know that it's much easier to evangelize a newcomer than to change a believer's lifestyle, especially in Chinese American community. People are not open to the Holy Spirit. Their lifestyle never change, and the church are suffering. Actually, the spirituality of the Chinese church here in Seattle is not very good. Okay, that's the reason. I think God gave me that vision. Our seed verse of the church is Ezekiel 36. That I'm going to give you a new heart and a new spirit, and so that the dry bone will be revived.
Mhm.
That is the message. So I think people in East Side, Chinese particularly, they feel like kind of dryness in their spirituality. They want to look for some church is really listening to the Holy Spirit and willing to make a change. They
Yeah.
don't want to just be like before. I think that's the thing to put to attract people together. It's a church with a new vision. So our worship and our message are very different from the typical, very traditional Chinese church here in Seattle. Yeah.
What would you say is the typical message to the Chinese church?
In the past, has been a traditional. The makeup of the church are all intellectual. They are students, and then they are very well educated professional, and they are all thinking. They got a when we joke about it, you have big head about but you have small walk. You cannot walk what you believe in your truth. So they talk and talk, but they never really practice the faith. They say they believe in the miracle, but actually they don't practice that at all.
Mhm.
They just like going to school. Like it's all very a lot of training, but only on building their mind.
So
Yeah,
you feel like just the freshness of the Holy Spirit is just invigorating your community then.
Yeah, I think so. I think they see a different way of practicing their faith, you know. But the emphasis is not on manifestation of the Holy Spirit. It's more like a change of your lifestyle, you know.
Mm.
So I think that gives people a sense of hope.
So during the first year or right past the first year, you actually merged with another church, right?
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. The other one is Rock Church. That is also a church plant. So the merger is between two of us. And believe it or not, he's with the Southern Baptist, and I am with Chinese. I am with Covenant. You can imagine the obstacle that will be. The merger process is not pretty. Yeah, but this is God's will, so God make it happen. I'm so thankful for the church unity in the process of church plant, and so that's a good testimony. 20% of the Chinese of the city population is Chinese.
Yeah.
So they are looking for a Chinese church to partner with. It ends up we are right there at the right timing, and so amazing. So they just welcome us as part of their family, and we are using their facility, sharing their resource, and we don't have to pay any rent. You know, can you imagine that to start a church in Bellevue is very expensive? The
Very
cost of
expensive.
living is high. This is our God's providence.
Yes.
You know, nobody can do it. You cannot even imagine that. You know, and
Right.
so it just happened. And so right now we are still in have a strong relationship with the Bell Pass.
So you threw a party.
Yeah, I can talk about, a little bit about that. It's not just our anniversary. Actually, is I think that's something that is very unique in our covenant too. Because of cultural difference, we are doing those. We not call it annual meeting or something. We call it like a church family time.
Hmm.
That's in lieu of the annual congregation meeting. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the cultural difference, we don't believe in the membership voting. So how can we continue to be a congregational church without a membership voting? We decide that we want to emphasize more on the privilege side and your responsibility as a church member.
Right.
Even though we don't have a membership, we want you to be part of the church family, and you have to commit to it. And that's the day and time we're going to show our appreciation to pastor, to co-worker, to church member, and we're going to share our vision.
Mhm.
So we decided to emphasize more on discipleship, teaching our member this is a spiritual family you have, and you come here not to exercise your right, but to show your support. We want people to be feel that you are part of the big family, not building just a structure organization.
Right.
We want you to really appreciate that. The reason God wants to bless our church because the vision we receive, which is to realize that we need to be revived.
Well,
Mhm.
we are excited for and with you, and you are a blessing to our conference. And I just invite all of our conference to pray along with you for the blessing,
Thank
the
you.
continued blessing of the Holy Spirit on
Yes.
Seattle Chinese Covenant Church. So thank you, Pastor Ian, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.